Everybody flash rising here, another demo from Steam. Today we're looking at Sovereign's Will. This is a turn-based ruler simulator set in the medieval period where each decision you make directly impacts the story. Let's start the game. Separate friends from enemies, accumulate power, create plans, and make a choice. Again, it's a demo for a game that's not due out till 2024. Things might not work, things might be missing, etc. etc. Usual caveats. Start. Centuries ago, the world was boundless and fractured. Countless tribes, states, and peoples fought each other constantly. They spoke different languages, they worshipped different gods. One kingdom proved to be stronger than others. Today, it is known as Demesne. Next. It is governed by sovereign, a human whose soul after death is reborn in another body. Having lived dozens of lives, he became the greatest politician and warlord known to the world. He brought prosperity and might to his realm, making it dominant in culture, science, and of course on battlefields. Demesne has conquered the entire continent and sent its sons abroad to lands not yet known. Distant kingdoms could not stand before sovereign's genius. They kneeled before him one by one. By centuries of expanse, Demesne came to cover the whole known world. Today, humanity is united by the will of the single man. From southern deserts to Alpine northern lands, people speak one language, share a single faith, and live by the same law. Life became ordered and clear. Wars ceased to be. The world is compact and steadier nowadays. It seems humanity is at its peak. It seems that equilibrium will last forever, but I bet on page 4 it's not. There we go. You are Konrad von Meinhart. Your father governed one of the northernmost provinces of Demesne until his last expedition, from which he has not returned. As his sole heir, you now have to take his place. Okay. I'm not sure like the world we're living in, though. Homecoming, so I'm sure you can tell me what I've got to do here. Beginning of the Reign, Act 1. Amberspiel, the Margrave that your father once ruled. After graduating at the capital university of Demesne, you finally returned. 2 years ago, your father gathered his retinue and went missing during the expedition. As his only son, you are supposed to become the new Margrave, but according to imperial law, you have to receive the education at the capital first. During education, the Council of Holders ruled the Margrave. Apologies if I'm butchering that. You've yet to see how harmful or useful these rulers once were. Their rule was, sorry. With power comes responsibility. At the pier, you are greeted by Mark Novak, the head of the House of Guard and an old friend and comrade of your father. His trust in Mark was boundless after all they went through side by side. Konrad von Boy, or should I say your grace, his smirk seemed somewhat predatory. I hope your journey went well. Just between you might hate ships, it is much calmer to have the hard earth beneath your feet. Anyway, the carriage is ready. The wide gesture he invited you to follow him. The great honour of ruling the Amberspiel has passed on to you. Soon the many advisors will hound you, but until then, this simple soldier can bring you up to date in a simple manner. He gestures at himself. Let's clarify some things. Yeah. Ask away. Father expedition. I can't tell you anything about your father. They don't know the truth overseas, but we are just as clueless scripted. Mark grits teeth. Clearly, the dismissal of a friend and inability to do anything about it must have disheartened him. Voldemort went on that damned expedition all of a sudden with no discussion or preparation. It's like he wasn't planning. He wasn't planning anything. No wonder he just obsessed with the expedition. He hasn't told anyone where he was going or when he expected to return. First expedition went west towards Stone River. They stopped at a garrison there. After that, they vanished without a trace. As far as anyone could tell, they hadn't crossed the river. The search started a year after that, following the law. The search efforts went on half-heartedly. Valdemir was a hindrance to all those weedy merchants and bureaucrats. Many of them could barely hide their glee that your father went missing. I see. Right, so, affairs of the Margrave is restless. His been so father caused balance of power to shatter. The three-headed dog called Demesne has gone mad again. Its heads barking and spewing bile at each other. If the beast is not pacified, heads will eat themselves and the handle as well. While dogheads are the holders, the church, and the league. While the handler is you. I am not overdoing it with the metaphors, am I? Okay, so we've got 3 estates we have to look after. The holders, the church and the league. Well, they are. Relation with our neighbours, relatively good like our own affairs. Cluster of northern neighbours keeping to themselves. They rule it didn't like Voldemar, and I don't doubt he'd feel indifferent about his son, but there's no reason to expect open aggression. Resource influence on the continent are split equally between us, and it is to our benefit. It is to the benefit of everyone involved. The enclave, ancient monastery or fortress of the church, still stands on the border between our marches. To that time, the enclave is given to Cloister or Amberspiel, but the church still keeps it to themselves for no visible reason. It's been a long time since we were fighting with the Icdarians, whoever they are. Barbarians to the west are still kept locked by the Stone River and the Legion of the Xanthia. The Legion of Xanthia Kitranita. If you ask me, it's a waste of money. No one has seen the barbarians for a long time, so I doubt they have any wish to invade our blessed country. Okay. I see. Okay. Takes forget it. He takes out a weighty satchel. He takes out a weighted time-worn bookham with Burke's spines facially sewn with ink. This is a desk book of your father, the usual Chancellor edition for nobles. Von Meinhart filled it with his own notes and scraps. I believe he was compiling this for you, Konrad. The book will fulfill the role of codex, the guidebook of the world of Demesne. It contains information about important people, places, concepts of the world. To open the codex, click on the second button on the left corner of the screen. You can also just clicking on the words in bold. Thank you, Mark. Where's the codex then? Left of the screen. Oh, there we are. Cool. Religion. Okay, there's a lot to look at here. Personalities, places. Okay, so let's not journal. Okay, let's not get to that quite yet. So we've done that. Knowledge. You are walking together along the pier towards the road where the carriage is waiting. The cold wind is blowing from the sea, and you wrap your cloak tighter. It looks like you'll have to accumulate acclimate again to the northern chill after the year spent in the centre of the known world. Okay. Good to be back home. Can't stand bear living here. Okay, so it's tough to place to. Hang on, so if you ask me, here is where the very life is. Okay. I'm always, when I get to this type of games, I'm always kind of conscious whether I want to be reading out absolutely everything. Anyway, at the end of the pier, the luxurious carriage with your coat of arms is waiting you, shining rims, mahogany upholstery, coachman, golden livery. The sovereign himself could ride in this without shame. Better get used to the good things, your grace. Mark says with a smile. Our footman opens the door before you and sets up our footplate. You're about to get in. You hear shouts behind you. Check what's going on. Two cars are driving someone away. It is an old man wrapped in tattered cloak, homespun bags hanging on his shoulders with sticks, with skull sticking out. He looks completely harmless. Your guys point spears at him as if it was an enemy on the battlefield. In all their swearing, you can mark the word Icdari. A people of the Alcimian continent shattered into clans. The activity resisted the colonists from the Demerits book gave in. Most people assimilated domestic culture. Okay. As you can see, the racial question is still up in. The racial question is still up in the. Okay. Your hand gests again in touch. You sing. You're in front of the carriage. They record to say the full on himself. Guilty of, I beg my lord, I'm not a very good to talk good, so I simply inquired as if there was a shelter nearby. As happened, I was robbed of all my savings, and I said I cannot afford to pay for it even if I wanted to. His unnatural but correct way of speaking gives away one of the clansmen, one of those Victorians who live in the traditional way, away from the cities. They learn the central continent, the central continent of the known world, one of the four prefectures of Demesne. This is the capital of the empire where sovereign lives. The patronymic language. Patronymic language. That word there that I'm butchering. Okay. I do like the amount of work that's gone into this. Suggests there's a lot of thought gone into this game. A lot of thought, which you have to respect when you put this much effort into something, this much history. There's a lot of work gone into this. Leave this man alone. Today they will have a topic to gossip. They nearly got reprimanded by the future ruler of the March. God says, thank you. I'm sure you guys just made a mistake. Please not to castigate them. He has long hair in the Ictarian tradition. Skin pale as rich as and pale as rich parchment and tattoos on his hands. He's very old, but vigor in his eyes. Should we share a meal to honour our meeting? Suggests Mark. I'm hungry. As a saber-tooth, Eliamis probably needs to eat too. In the tavern, you'll learn useful information about the game world. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Might as well. Okay. Barkeeper recognises Mark and set the separate table away from the longshoremen and sailors. Selectable location, beer's not watered down enough for it to really noticeable. And fish stew tastes like fish. Okay. Tells about yourself, old man. My name is Akmar, my lord. He tells you that he's one of the Gorti, which is how his clan calls followers of the doctrine that dictates that man must discover everything he can about the people, things and events surrounding him. It has something to do with their clan ancestral identity. It's all kind of confusing. Well met. Gets warmed up and a bit tipsy. Dim lights lulling you in his sleep. Even the laughing still sounds like distant melody. Okay, we'll have a... Yeah, okay. A man cannot and should not, Ikmar is saying with conviction while sipping his sip, live among people whose lives are unknown to him and use things he does not understand. For example, I still know too little about horses to have the right to own one of these creatures, therefore I go on foot. The Dai who follow the way of the Gorti collect knowledge, not for the archives and libraries like the people of Demesna. The learning for our Gorti is a way of life. That's how we pay tribute to... He stopped short to those who created the world. Okay. Friendly, who do you think created it? Let's go friendly. Our clan has beliefs on this matter since I became a Gorti, I rejected them. Will they so wonderful that it would be truly grateful to poke about who or why it created it instead of that its mystery. Suddenly, as if remembering something, it goes all the parchments. But I will gladly listen about your religion, my lord. I'm sure you and your comrades are very knowledgeable on this matter. Dry music, the treacherous fall on it is all so intricate and... Yeah, go on then. There's quite a task here, remarked Scotty. Said, well, our friend should know at least something about religion, indeed, for his own safety. Where should I start? A good question. Tell about the gods and the world creation. I've made up a lot of gods, but in reality they're one true. Einar and Naman. Yeah, again, apologise for butchering it. Remember, 60 steps towards the truth, Markov. In the beginning, there was only void, no darkness, no light, no warmth, no cold, no up, no down. Just tap them up. Make sure my mic's working. It doesn't feel like it is. Let me volume up. Yes, better. Sorry, it makes sense. I think my mic were working then. Anyway, sorry. I digress. Where are we? Glance at Mark draws close to himself. Yeah, no, still appeared. The idea of life. Language at the top of the voice a long time too. She noticed it's possible to play lines of constellation like a harp. This is more okay. Listen further. I knew got playing music, but she was dreary alone. She played some special melody either appeared a second god, her husband, a Naman. Okay, listen further. Dees play music. Okay. That's more. Okay. Okay, the fallen one could be important. About improbable happens bad to happen. Prosperity followed by ruptured discord. Logic could only free to realising blatantly that he went too far. Everything was good for the gods and decided to get a son. Digging into a basket of vegetables, Mark triumphantly produced a spoiled using tomato. The sun came out not so hot as we know him. The falleness was Ikmir. Essence from the sacred text, supposed culprit of human misery and misfortune. Okay. More on a normal guy, kind of unhinged. He converted Anna, his mother, Aina, and once he realised he didn't stand a chance, he killed her so that no one could have her. Got one of the Castellan cords on her neck and choked her until the project of her life drew her last breath. Listen further. Louise's wife overcome his grief and in fact remains a conditioner to this day. Simply he's called a mournful god. To place empty pedestals And to honour it is customary to place empty pedestals. I'm sure you've seen them before. Okay, listen further. Not only spiteful but also cowardly, fleeing from his father's wrath, he escaped to the earth, and since then lives among the people. They say that he can possess innocent men and do wicked things with their hands. Okay, such possessed are being hunted by the Inquisitor of the Tribunal. Okay, like Spanish Inquisition then, basically. Okay. There's a lot of history here. There's a lot gone into this. Generally, for the common people, the fallen is just a bogeyman. Bogeyman, a convenient excuse for any occasion. Bad harvest, fallen one is to blame. Thunderstorm, the fallen one is to blame. Sick cattle, the fallen one. A man killed his wife, the fallen one. Emasculation, the fallen one. All one again. Of course, Eichmeier didn't tell anything like that in public, so to speak, but not the most orthodox point of view. Okay. Indeed. Because speaking about this is how it's explained to us in theology lessons. Imagine the entire world as a bowl, and the water is the ether. It is everywhere, absolutely everywhere. It is believed that human souls come from the ether. Again, I'm probably butchering that. And to let the ether return, to be recorded after death of the body. Here's the thing: ether is constantly in motion like water. Okay. Clerics can capture ether vibrations with tuning forks. It's a metal thing that looks like a other fork, but can see and feel like the ether. And yet, ether can feel as very well. And in was alive, the divine music was calm the ether, bring it into a resting state. But once she died, Mark's fist descended upon the table, and the water bowl splashed all around. The surge like sea, drill of storm. Every mighty steed is like a punch, and the wave spread. It spread from the earth to the very cosmos. Okay. That is what is called an echo. People constantly spread their echo to the ether. Echo can calm the ether or upset it. A righteous man is someone who, from the conduct godly life, keeping the commandments and perform rituals, levels out their echo. The more follow the true religion of the world, the more even the echo will be. We incarnate, and the ether will be more harmonious. That's why it's important to spread the knowledge of the ether around the world. Okay, I get it. Okay. The sovereign. Okay. Our emperor was created by Abraham many centuries ago. He's chosen as a normal child, and gifted with an uninterrupted memory. We believe in reincarnation and what the soul appears out of the ether and returns to the ether. The sands of truly righteous stay in the ether and become one with it. Any souls of simple men like you and me return back to the mortal world in their new bodies. We must forget our past lives while the sovereign remembers. He remembers every single one out of his 1,000 lives. Blimey. Wow. Okay. Wow, there's so much. Just look again. There's so much in here. There's so much gone into this. Just again, I love games where they put so much effort to the history, into the background of a world to create a proper experience. Has given the mission sovereign to bring not people knowledge of true religion. He's to trust to follow on divine music. Well, anything that people should remember, keep the world in harmony and balance. The sovereign spent several lives wandering the earth, learning the various peoples and their cultures. Once upon a time, he created a true unity which still to this day. Think about it. All the expansive Damas and the United States that we know today is just means of spreading the religion across the entire world. As you can see, Namam's mission is complete. That's why Demetrius conquered the entire world and we built all the lands in its own example, because sovereign remembers thousands of years and all the successive mistakes and draws conclusions out of that. They say you can see so far into the past that sometimes he sees the future too. That's what they say. I haven't encountered any refutations so far. Okay, let's finish at that. Detail, we have commandments, sacred text, saints, music. Okay, cool. The rest of the details, including the intricate and unnecessary for the gameplay. So basically, if you ever read about a fantasy land, then go right ahead. There's plenty for you to go at. Beers get warm. Okay. Gauty doctrine. ask what he's going to do in my lord Mark, join the chancellery. Chancellor, why name of mournful God would you want that? You see, most of my life I spent in the clan. I've grown my hair, played our music, was good at fencing, but when all those close to me were taken by old age, I think about what I would do next. I never felt the clan camp. I never left the clan camp for long. I barely knew your language, and I took the vows of Gorty and started to explore the world of Demesne. I don't have much time left and have a lot to learn. I thought the study in the seminary received the job of a chancellor would do my best. Truth be told, I'm not sure I'm ready. Where should I begin? Yeah, okay. Start with the most powerful. Who has the most power in the world of Demesne? Oh God. Has a monopoly on truth. It's the most powerful religious organisation. It's the only one. It has three heads. Temple, tribal, and chancellery. The temple is in charge of abstract things towards beautiful harmony. They seek out heretics. It's a real passive progressive network of the entire empire here. Okay. So look at the church unity. The rest are the holders in the league. Of course, the holders are the ones who have traditional lineage on their side. Noble state. So their nobility is a leader of the dubious man permanent board expression. His castle is full of money. He has many supporters, the rest of which comes from the same bloodline as Konrad. The Meinhart line, of course, takes a priority. But sometimes it tells me this skunk will not miss the opportunity to claim the throne. I must be alive, but as long as Konrad is alive, okay. Listen further. League are the ones who have the most money. Okay, fine. Alright. Okay, so we've got head of chancellery. Okay, so that was interesting. So let's have a look around what we've got here then. So how far can we scroll out here? So where are we? So week 1. Ruler of City of Hosgord. Okay. Edicts, some of the courtiers. So what do I do now then, he wonders. Beginning of the reign. Let's do press that, see what happens. We must respond to all the events that happen in Margrave on the left side of the screen. Okay. Builders Guild behind us. Letters arrived. Guild, they write, they are ready to start work. They're helpful. Your father not spent too much time on construction planning. After this disappearance came to evident at the capital, your family castle has fallen one into decay. Okay, I'll take so Builders Guild. Okay. Hero window, Margrave window. Okay. Factions, church, holders, a league. Okay, cool. Courtiers. You're crowned. Okay. For the edict not been met. Okay. Rise and shine. Day approaching, day of your coronation. It is unlikely to use to take 7 months for such events. Okay. I think that I'm going to leave that there. There's a lot in this, an awful lot, just to get through the opening stage. Let me know what you think so far. It kind of, there's a lot of reading. It's kind of a very narrative. Yeah, let me know what you think about it. And like I say, if you want me to dig a little bit deeper, let me know. But anyway, this has been a little look at Sovereign's Will, and I'll see you next one. Thanks. Cheers. Bye.